Back with another one, y'all. You may think I'm making these stories up, but nah, this is my real life. So I remember, on this dating journey, right? I dated this girl one time, right? And it was another one of those, we got to know each other's, situations. We had to get to know each other or whatever. So I get the girl number and we get to talking on the phone or whatever. And around this time, it was like a bunch of people who didn't really like the girl. And it was a lot of them, they were kind of like upset that me and her started talking. And I'm thinking it's because they was mad because I didn't want to talk to them. But come to find out, it wasn't nothing like that. It was something that they knew that I didn't know about her. But none of them wanted to tell me anything about her. So I was like, all right, cool. So I didn't know this girl from nothing. I didn't know her from nowhere. She was a little bit younger than me. But overall, she seemed like she was kind of cool, right? She had like a little edge to her. So we get to texting and stuff like that. I get her number, we get to texting, and then we end up meeting up. And at this time, I think she was kind of like still living at home with her mom. So I never really saw her at a place that she had for herself. So she would always come see me. So I'm like, all right, cool, everything is cool. I was all right with her just coming to see me all the time or whatever. So fast forward, she ended up getting her own spot. And when she got her own spot, she started inviting me over. And I was like, oh man, this is cool. So she ended up getting her own spot out there, out the way. I'm not gonna say where she used to live. So the very first time that I went over to her apartment, she didn't have any living room furniture. She just had like bedroom furniture, TV, dresser, bed, and all that stuff. And it was decked out, but no living room furniture. The only thing she had in the living room was a radio, and it was just like in a corner. So every time I would go over there, we would have to chill in her bedroom every single time. So I didn't mind it for a while, but then I started getting a little comfortable with her. So I was like, you know what? Where she lived, it was so far away from where I was living. I was like, man, I can't keep on coming over here staying, for a long time. And then I got to get up and drive all the way back across town so that I can go to work in the morning. So she was like, why don't you just bring a set of clothes or whatever, and then you could just shower here and then go to work from here. And I'm like, all right, cool. So this had become like a regular thing where I would go over there, if I stayed for a long time, if I went late, I would spend the night and then I would go to work in the morning from there. So we both getting comfortable, all this stuff. And I'm like, man, she cool, man. So things took a turn for the worse when the people who was kind of against me dating her, they started saying stuff like, man, I don't even know why you messing with her. I don't know why you messing with her. And it was all her, for real, it was all her female friends. And again, I'm looking at it like, man, y'all just jealous, man. But nah, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that, man. Something way worse, man. Stay tuned for part 2.